have a look at the movement of the hands, and then I'll lead you through it, but just so that you can kind of see before we close our eyes. We will start with both hands, palms face down on the thighs, and then one by one we're going to open. So we'll start with the right. So there's this rotation in the lower arm to open up that hand. And then it's just very slowly bringing this hand, I'm doing it kind of quickly just to demonstrate, but this hand comes slowly to the heart space and rests here. And then we'll have a little pause, and then we'll do the same with the left. And then it's the opposite way round to come out. The left comes down. When it touches the thigh or meets the thigh, it rotates back down, and then we do the right. Is that okay? Well, we'll just start with a kind of check-in first. So just let your hands rest lightly on the legs. You might like to just have a little curl of your spine. If I do it sideways, you can see more clearly, kind of curling the spine like we do in cat. Perhaps as you breathe in, but just with every part of your breath that feels normal. And then this uncurling from the tailbone, the sit bones, to lengthen the spine and the head and the neck. So if it feels okay, maybe a couple of those just to kind of ease into the back and to find that sitting position, that posture that feels more kind of at ease. Shoulder blades sliding down the back, chin nestling in, back of the neck long and broad, and the vertebra more kind of easily stacked up. So just getting a sense of that in your body first of all. The wave-like movement of the breath helping that to take place. And then a sense of nestling in, settling into this posture, the feet on the floor. Probably got just air in contact with skin on the top of the feet. In this warm weather, not wearing any socks or shoes, so noticing that. Soles of the feet on the floor, contact with something, and then this cooler air or warmer air, whatever it may be, around the feet, tops of the feet and the toes. Maybe just checking in with each side one by one, so noticing the right foot just for a moment, and then taking the awareness across to the left foot. And then widening the awareness out to both feet. And then we can draw the awareness and let it point now to the connection with the chair. Again, the quality, the texture of the chair that we're sitting on, that contact, soft or hard, warm or cool, heavy or light. And again, checking in with each side, the right hand, thigh and buttock. And across to the left. Maybe they feel evenly balanced on the chair, maybe quite different. And then widening out with the awareness to both legs, both buttocks. And then let's shift and point the attention now to the hands resting on the thighs. Kind of arms dangling down from the shoulders. And again, just noticing the right hand side of your body, the right arm, the right shoulder, the right hand, and the left. And then this widening out to both, right and left simultaneously. And we are generally different on one side to the other, so if you do notice a difference between the sides, there's nothing wrong with that. We are quite asymmetrical beings generally. The breath just flowing in and around all of that. Maybe widening the attention to the whole body sitting here. Right hand side of the whole body, left hand side of the whole body. Just checking in, how's this body doing? Physically, what might be showing up most clearly? Mentally, the kind of chitter-chatter of the mind. How does that feel today? What's the quality and volume and pace of that chitter-chatter? And emotionally, this time, these strange scenarios that we find ourselves, what emotions might be here that perhaps we haven't really given much space or time to? Moment now to do that and to just check in and notice how and where, what's the quality and texture and volume of those felt sense of the emotions. Where do they play out in the body? How do they play out? And then we're going to bring our attention to the right hand on the right thigh. And just in your own time, this whole practice in your own time. So whenever you're ready, when it feels right, rotating that lower right arm to open up the right palm towards the ceiling, almost like an opening of a door or a book. Opening up the right hand. Maybe just feeling the contact now of air on palm. And then again, when you're ready, in your own time, the elbow bends slowly to let this palm of the hand travel slowly, curiously, gently up towards the front of the body. The place that's kind of known as the heart center. Keep breathing, keep being interested by this hand slowly approaching this place at the front of the body. And then when it happens, the kind of contact that the hand makes. When the hand's made contact, just a moment to notice that, the warmth of the hand, the feel of the hand, perhaps on skin or through clothing. Maybe an invitation for the breath to just flow into this place wherever the hand is rested. Maybe a widening of awareness to the kind of heart, feel of the heart just below the hand. Might even feel the kind of soothing rhythm of the breath and maybe even a bit of the soothing rhythm of the heartbeat, both sort of playing out in that area. And then widening out the attention to the left hand as well. So we've got the right hand in the heart space, left hand still resting on the thigh. So when you're ready, bringing its awareness more into this left hand's contact and this rotation of the left forearm to open up the left hand towards the sky. And then whenever you're ready, this slow, gentle movement of left hand up to the same place. Travelling through the air. No rush. And at some point the palm of the left hand meets the back of the right. Both hands rested there. And inviting the breath to gently breathe behind the hands into the heart space. And also inviting the breath to spread into the back body, the kind of place behind the heart, the space between the shoulder blades. So maybe a kind of fuller, deeper breath to fill up that whole sort of shoulder girdle, collarbones at the front, shoulder blades at the back. This kind of protective casing around the heart. And maybe as we keep our attention here, we can just kind of ask ourselves, is there a particular heart wish, heart desire, or maybe a body wish or a mind wish? What does this body, heart, mind space need right now? Seeing if anything comes, and if it does, a sense maybe of breathing that into this heart space, or maybe even beyond to the whole body sitting here. Perhaps you can breathe that in on the in-breath and let it spread around the whole body as you breathe out, down to the toes, up to the head. And then maybe dropping in another question around what feels right to sort of send out to others, maybe another sort of heart's desire or a wish or a quality that you'd like to not only bring in for yourself, but maybe also feel able to send out to others. And again, using the breath to make that happen. So breathing that quality, whatever that wish is, into yourself first of all. And then if you choose to, on the out breath, letting that flow out to others. You can just stay with it flowing around your own body if that feels more appropriate. But if it feels okay to send that out, maybe to these other people that you're practicing with, maybe there's certain friends or family that need this. Maybe a sense of out to the world at large. Just going with your breath. And then whenever you're ready, reversing the process. So at some point when it feels right, the left hand can slowly peel away from this space, begin its journey, unbending the elbow. So the hand, the back of the hand travelling down towards the left thigh. When it meets the back of the thigh, it rotates so that the palm faces down, closing back down to the left leg. And then just having a pause to feel that left hand on the thigh, right hand still on this heart space. The warmth and the connection of the hands. And then when you're ready, letting the right hand do the same thing, slowly peeling away from that space, starting its journey back down towards the thigh. It comes in contact with the thigh, just that turning of the lower arm to let it nestle back in. And again, another pause to notice both hands on the thighs and this space at the heart center where the hands were, maybe still feeling the remnants of warmth and touch. So maybe just a couple more breaths into that space, front and back. And then gently bringing the awareness to the whole body sitting here, the feet on the floor, buttocks and legs on the chair, all the way up to the top of the head. And just a couple of breaths into that whole body space. And then when you're ready, gently opening the eyes, raising the gaze.